Hello there, and welcome back to my Cobalt Core Let's Play series. This is my series where I try to get a hardest win with each of the 56 total crews combinations, and today I got Max, Drake, and Books. Let me back up. I'm going to run the Artemis here just because of Cargo Hold allowing me to see 3 extra artifacts, and Max really benefits from getting their own artifacts, so that's what we're going to start with. For our reroute power option, we're going to lose 1 max shield because Drake loves the extra hull just due to overheat eating that hull up, and we don't really gain a 4th shield, and having that 4th shield matter too much. And then here we have 2 repair yards, 2 events, 1 elite is our most likely path. Removing 2 cards is probably one of the stronger options. And given that the first run I had, I almost made it through, and then I got tilted and just lost a bunch of runs in a row, we're going to go with the stronger option. God dang it. Okay. I can still at least dodge for this turn. The main issue I now have is I'm kind of keep on getting onto the back foot. I will only lose 1 hull, which is acceptable, but it's not good. Let's see what our card drafts are. Heat Sink is interesting. Let's do Glimmer Shot. It could be worth some damage in the future. Okay. A second Glimmer Shot? I don't think that's worthwhile. We are not surrendering Cargo Hold. I cannot pronounce words today, it seems. But yeah, so we get to fight an elite. And hopefully we get by. We are probably losing some hull just due to overheat. Now 1 evade is going to be better than dealing 1 damage. I don't want to lose more hull. That leaves 4 damage left. Okay, we are guaranteed to win next turn. Both from Glimmer Shot and EMP Slug. Aggressive Armouring. Okay, there we go. We have our winning option. Okay. And then I'm going to try and get a retained card at some point. Just because that makes life easier for... What was I going to say? Oh, easier for a right click to get activations. Anyways. get the damage there. Move, get the damage there. I should have saved EMP Slug to save on some hull. That will deal 2 damage. Okay. There we go. Now we just need to survive. I suppose Grimoire will be nice for Glimmer Shot. Even if we run into Jumbo, the Scaffold is still useful. There we go. Reroll plus right click is nice. Try anything nice here? Oh, I suppose Glimmer Shot also benefits from right click. Hit again. And overflowing power. That's fine. Shard Collector pairs perfectly with overflowing power. Okay. Next, my biggest concern is actually getting through this run. So we're going to heal up. That way we have some wiggle room. I prefer defensive options than trying to get hold. I don't need to min-max everything. Or I'll use one evade to deal 4 damage. Oh, fine. I will lose 1 hull. I'm not excited about it though. Get anything good? Damage. I will lose 1 hull, but I do win. Okay. Right click is actually paid off pretty well that fight. We don't need a second overflowing power. Serenity is a free pickup, but I think Perfect Specimen is better just because we get a heal and we also get a crystal shard into our deck as well. Hunter's Wings, we can easily have energy left over just because our main damage option is a 0 cost card. So yeah, from this point, I kind of just want to thin out. If I get really lucky, I'll get something like Heat Wave, which is a 0 cost, 1 overdrive, 1 heat card. I don't need to upgrade this. I'm fine with losing access to a lot of benefits for running that card. And then, yep, just thin my deck, get aggressive armoring more often. There we go, scaffolding, helping me out a little bit in this fight. I don't want to deal with getting attacked. Reroll. There we go, that's 4 extra damage. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep reroll around. Ventilator, it is technically an infinite combo. I can also get something like math.max if in case I get something like I forget what the card is called. Heatwave? No, thermal battery. Anyways, we don't need basic shot. That's almost never going to do anything just because we're armoring up our opponent. Then we are going to do aggressive armoring just because that moves us further off to the side. We're going to play glimmer shot just to get rid of it. Crystal shard again. How many of those do we have in the deck? Okay, so we have the one. Okay, so we'll have three three crystal shards in the entire deck. There we go, that defends for this turn. Gain a shard. I don't want to do anything, so I dodged the missile. Hit. Oh, that's unfortunate. I will lose a hull. Oh, there we go. Overflowing power. And then fine, I'll get rid of reroll for now. I don't have the energy. Oh. I guess gain evade, that's going to save me more hull in the long run. Play that first. Again, that defends this turn. Okay, hit, and then hit again. Okay, we made it through that fight. There we go, there's math.max. Let's see here, we want an exhausting card that we can safety lock, so I'll pick math.max in case we get lucky. I am fine with a duel, purely because I can better deal with Sir Ratsu's missiles and then attacks. Get rid of Crystal Shard. Yes, I'm not getting an evade, but I want to get overflowing power quicker if I am able to. There we go. I have a cannon lined up with a missile. Hit. Draw. Oh, and then this does win. Suratsu is at 4 or less hull after I attack, so that is a flee. Crystal shard. No, I don't think we need more crystal shards. I'm going to skip for now. Recaliber? Ironically, we do have infinite draw with aggressive armoring, so we could get our deck. In theory, we can get our deck thin enough to where we just do overflowing power multiple times. So yeah, let's try to do that. Nanofiber hull, however, is a very good option as well to pick up. One missile. Get rid of Explosive Slug for now. Do nothing, so Hunter's Wings does a dodge action for us. Right click there being a little bit of a detriment, but I was mostly playing the card for the dodge anyways. Okay, and we'll do nothing. Never mind, doing nothing. Their Hunter's Wings was not needed whatsoever. You. I want to dodge there anyways. Just because this one's... Yeah, I get Aggressive Armoring almost guaranteed. No, guaranteed, because I can always use Crystal Shards to get any other card I want. In fact, at this point, I can keep getting these. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Aggressive Armoring B can at least line up with some things. I lose a hull. Crystal Shard. Hit. Move off to the side. One evade. Nope, I'll take it for now. But I am going to have to do this so I have a decent shot at, you know, living. Or, you know, just winning this fight on that turn. Avid Reader I can use. I don't think the 3 damage is worth it. And then I don't want Ricochet Paddle. I don't need to knock back missiles at all. Okay, so we have our main core for stuff. Don't need Mage Hand. Okay, we'll get rid of Mage Hand for now. But then I don't know which is honestly better for this fight specifically. We don't have shaft emitters. That is something you need to keep track of. I can't Aggressive Armoring here because I want this 3 attack to line up with this scaffold. Okay. This will knock me 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. I can go here. I can gain a shield. Okay. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I thought I was dead that turn. And then, yeah, we're going to, just try to get through this as much as we can. Let's see here. Yes, Aggressive Armoring, then EMP Slug. Okay. Made through the boss fight. I would love to see Simplicity. Okay, we don't see Simplicity. That's fine. Let's boost disc. Might be the play here. Warp Mastery. Yeah, let's just do Warp Mastery. I don't think the, like, early turn is going to help too much. Okay. And here I do nothing. I get to keep my evade. And then might as well play EMP Slug because it's not doing anything else. Okay, that dodges for this turn. This should be enough to win. Okay, we are forced to do an elite. I don't want to do the spawn and repair yard because I don't want to do even more Act 3 elites. Those scare me the most. So yeah, we're going to go with here. Black hole is fine. Guess we're losing one unpolished crystal. That was the roughest one. If it had hit something like Glimmer Shot, Heat Sink, Reroll, EMP Slug B, or just EMP Slug, or Admin Deploy, I would have been a lot happier, as that was essentially going to be a free card removal. But alas, that is not how things worked out. Get rid of EMP Slug. There we go, we got overflowing power online. And this should win. Okay, realistically, how big is my deck right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be card number 10. Yeah, it's fine. And I can always admin deploy cards away. Stun you just for the extra damage. Right, moving one to the left is enough. Although I do need to end with a energy. Okay, it looks like I'm actually making decent use of scaffold. And then reroll. Let me just double check the... Oh, it's reverse hand, not shuffle hand. There's a chance I just win here. Didn't get it. Oh, well, Glimmer Shot. Zircon Zip. Okay. We are struggling with evasion the most. I'm going to draft it. This forces me into 2 elites, and I don't want more elites, so I'm going to go with bottom path. That way I have access to, if I want an event over a shop for whatever reason. Spacer is a free card draw, because if you don't want to draw it, you can just use it right away and you get a new card. If you do have like all the cards you want, you can save it for a later turn, so when you have a bad like turn, you actually can deal with it. We're not overheating, so it's just going to be hull plating. It's a little bit of extra defense. And let's see here. I'm going to upgrade basic dodge. That way, in case I get lucky and I do get safety lock, I have an infinite where I can keep doing aggressive armoring. I will just use basic dodge to move back one. Oh, and I also do have another repair yard as well, which is nice. Okay. Zircon zip. Maybe a little extra. Oh. I'm going to get rid of reroll. I think thinning out my deck is more beneficial. It. And then it is just skedaddle at this point. Ooh. Okay, one evade is scary. Hit you. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot we had Recalibre for a second. Heat Wave, just for the stuff. And then Sharp Edges. Let's see here, I get another card removal. I guess basic block. I'm not using shield too often. I am dodging for the most part. Oh. Draw some cards, draw some cards. Guess we're already using math.maxp because this turn is already crummy. Okay. We didn't lose much. Hit it again. I'll take 3 damage, that's fine. go, you get stunned. Okay. Here on zip. Rid of you. I will lose 2 hull this turn. We got halfway through the fight so far. With 15 shield and 15 hull gone. You, that's another 2 hull loss. 1 power drive though is nice. You re-roll. Yes, I'm going to spend 1 evade. I don't lose any hull. Almost 75%, just under. Zircon zip being very nice. There we go, we'll lose 1 hull. I'm fine with that. Okay, we lose 2 hull, but we only have 5 hull left to go. That is just enough for 1 aggressive armoring to win us the game. Sadly, shield is going to protect the Cobalt. We'll lose 1 from overheat. That's fine. We just need to come up with 1 damage, which Sharp Edges does. Okay, we made it through. Okay. So yeah, Zircon Zip I think was pretty nice at that very end point in the game. Just helping us get that tiny bit of extra evade to help us deal with dodging a lot of those attacks. Otherwise, Aggressive Armoring, it's a very strong card. It can really help protect you. Not protect you, just outputs a lot of damage. Of course, because you're armoring the opponent, that kind of limits what you can do with other attacking cards. But yeah. If you do pull it, I recommend getting rid of basic shots, as they're going to become dead draws very quickly. And then, yeah. Overflowing Power is also pretty nice. It had better utility in the mid-game more than anything. Glimmer Shot was okay. It was good in the early game, but then fell off hard. Like, I mean, I think it was useful for 1 fight, substantially, maybe 2. EMP Slug, again, early game, but then fell off later on. In fact, I would have rebooted it if the run kept on going. Same with Heatsink. Eventually, Admin Deploy would go away, but not for a little bit. And then if I ever got Safety Lock, I was going to throw it onto Math.Max B. Yeah. If you guys have any comments for... Yeah, if you have any comments on how I can make my videos even better, feel free to leave a comment down below. And I wish you guys have a nice day. Take care.